So I'm Jackie Fowler, and I'm in the Prior Learning Assessment Program at Marylhurst University, and I'm here with Velda Metelmann, who was an interdisciplinary studies undergraduate major, is now in the Mays program, so is now in the master's program, interdisciplinary studies, but finished in her undergraduate degree 25 credits through the PLA program. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad to have you back. Thank you so much for coming and helping us with
You're
that.
most welcome.
Thank you. So I'm curious if you would share with us something about why you came back to school. What brought you back?
I always wanted a degree, and I always felt less and limited because I didn't have a degree. I felt, could I really do it? Do I have the discipline? Do I have the mental capacity to do a degree?
And what have you discovered?
I did.
I knew that.
Bravo.
So tell us, what are the titles of the courses that you wrote for in your portfolio?
Well, I wrote for the public presentations, and that was very natural, because I had given lots of seminars and public talks through my life, and that was natural and right. I also wrote for effective listening, and I've regretted that, and I don't regret having the credit, but I think I will audit that course.
Good idea.
Because I think I would have learned things in being actually in the course that, although, I could talk about effective listening, I think I could learn something by going to the school.
That's great. I think a lot of people discover that through the PLA process. They find that there's holes in their learning that a class would help them with.
It's a kind of a balance on a knife's edge. College goes so fast, and it was so wonderful. It was so wonderful to be here. I was a sophomore for 67 years.
Well, you nailed that one, Velda.
Before I came back to school, and it was wonderful to be able to do it. I started in September of 2009 and graduated in August of 2011.
Great.
Which was fine.
Yeah, that's great.
Which was excellent.
And so what else did you write for besides speaking and listening?
Women Working for Change, and that also was a natural one, because a lot of the seminars that I had done were for women, developing their effectiveness and their confidence.
Right.
I think it's very easy to talk about having confidence as a woman. It's harder to have it.
Yeah.
And I find, as I approach, as I start this master's program, my confidence is, am I going to really be able to do this? This is tough.
Yeah. So did the PLA program help you with that confidence?
Well, it certainly gave me enough confidence to finish my bachelor's degree, and I had enough nerve to at least apply, and I'm going to work hard. See if I can make it through graduate school. I hope so.
So I think you did a couple other essays, didn't you?
I did Human Emotion. That was one from Berkeley, and that was a really tough course, and I found it very challenging and really interesting. I learned a lot on that and used some of the things that I learned in that course in other papers that were actually required. I wrote about emotion in another. Well, actually, it was superstition that I wrote about. But that's one of the emotions.
So you were able to get to use courses that were from other universities in your PLA portfolio.
I was.
Great.
But that's thanks to Jackie. If Jackie has an amazing gift of being able to find courses that fit your experience. I don't know how she does it, but she goes in front of that computer, and before you know it, you have a syllabus that will fit what you know.
Thank you, but I want to remind you that you found that human emotion one through your son.
That was my grandson.
Your grandson.
He's getting a doctorate.
I can't take credit for that, but thank you very much.
He's getting a doctorate at
Berkeley, isn't
Berkeley.
it? Yeah. Okay.
But
all right.
you let me know that it fit.
That's
And
right.
you made it fit into my program.
Yeah. Good. So you talked about the challenging essay to do. Was public speaking the most enjoyable one for you to write, or was there a different one?
Well, you see, the truth is, I love to write.
Yes.
The challenge was, really the only challenge in PLA is learning how to write to fit what's expected, to fit the standards.
For the course, you mean?
Yes, I mean, that first essay, the first one, I think I was in tears in your office once. I know that I worked too hard, and I would, when you spend 18 hours a day at something, it's a little obsessive.
A little over the top.
She was always telling me, take it easy, relax, have a date with your husband, that sort of thing. And I appreciated
Good.
that.
So what are some of the benefits that you gained from the PLA program?
Well, all those credits
Good.
at a much less cost.
Right.
That means I'm not in debt for
Good.
all of those credits.
Right.
And that's wonderful. And I got my degree.
Yeah.
25 credits, that's, 2 terms of 12 credits, that's 2 whole terms of college.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get those at about what one 3-credit course would cost. It's a considerable saving.
Yeah. So how about any tips you'd like to offer anybody, either about just the writing process or researching or time management, anything like that you'd like to share?
I have nothing to say about time management because I am a student that has
You're a full-time
80
student.
hours a week
Yeah.
that I could use to study if I cared to.
Great.
I remember doing that first time management thing, and I came up with all these hours that I had.
Too bad you couldn't share them with the other people.
It was, because other people did these hard things, and they had little children and jobs and things
What
like
about your writing process? Any tips that you can offer students coming into the PLA program?
that. Right. Just write.
Just write.
I know that I felt that I was wasting my time in writing because I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. But go ahead and write. And you will have enough guidance. You'll have enough guidance from your teachers to Jackie and
Melanie, probably.
Melanie will give you the guidance you need to round off your work, to bolster your research and so on.
How about feedback from the evaluators? Was that helpful for
Oh
you?
my, yes it was.
In what way?
It was. Well, it was encouraging. It was encouraging. And I think encouragement is one of the things that's most important in living. To encourage each other to do the best you can.
And it sounds like you've got plenty of that in the PLA program.
I did.
And from your other students, from the other students as well.
I
Through
did,
the peer review
I did.
process.
And don't be afraid. I would say to anyone, don't be afraid.
Jump
And
in.
don't think you're too old. Never think you're too old.
There you go.
Well, that's really true.
Yes, it is.
I was 89 this month.
Congratulations.
And I started school at 87 and turned 88. Turned 89, and it's just great.
That's wonderful.
It is.
Is there anything last that you'd like to add or share about your experience in PLA?
Well, I'm just so thankful, and I'm very thankful to Jackie. Because she was really my guiding star during it.
Well, thank you. Back at you, Velda. Oh, great.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.